Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's Thursday. I haven't been on Thursday in a long time, but we're going to do some Thursday stuff today, which is really cool. So first off, if you're watching, thank you for being here. If you are brand new, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to hear you, see you, listen to you. We're going to be doing chats, all sorts of great stuff. If you're watching the replay, thanks so much for being here as well. I'm going to show my little banner here and say, give me a like and subscribe and hit that bell. We're going to be talking about some hot topics today. Sometimes we go there, sometimes we don't, but today's one of those days where we're going to go there. So we have lots of people are going to be coming over. We, of course, had a raid from Call Me V. Hello, beautiful people. That's always fun. They're going to be coming over here. And, of course, our friends at Blind Views are coming over as well. So thank you so much. We really appreciate that. We have a lot of things to be grateful for today. I'm telling you, it's one of those days where I hate to even bring up hot topics because I know they can be a little heated. Lots of stuff going on. We are doing a huge giveaway. And I mean a huge giveaway. So my suggestion is if you have not been to my website, you might want to go. Let me just say, this coming Monday, let me share my screen so you can see this because it's a really big deal. This coming Monday, if you go to my website at charliegraceadventures@gmail.com and sign up to be a part, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to put it in the chat so everybody knows where it is so you guys know. Go to my website and sign up to get a free sticker and be a part of the adventure crew. It's free. There's no cost to it. It's a lot of fun. And when I get discounts and things, I'll pay it forward and pass it on to you guys as well. But bottom line is, by doing this, you get enrolled in the great big giveaway, which we're doing live on my live stream on Monday night. So go on my website, charliegraceadventures.com. Click on this little pop-up. It'll come up and say, hey, and then just put your name and email address and birthday, whatever you want to put in there, you put in there. And then we will put everybody's name on a big wheel and we will draw that on Monday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited. I love when we do big giveaways. And it's our 4K thank you. We got up to 4,000 subscribers. And honestly, we might be getting to 5K pretty soon too. Oh my gosh. You guys are amazing. That's all I got to say. I just have nothing but gratitude. It's been my day today. So let's see who we have in chat today. Let's see. Oh, there's Ashley. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Hope you're having a great Thursday. Let's see. It says, oh, would love to go to the beach. Oh, yes. The beach is cool. Sorry, guys. I got to keep wetting my whistle today. And there's Diane. Good to see you, Diane. And James. Hey, James. And Michelle. V-Ray. That's right. Beautiful people coming this way. Thank you so much. There's Andy and Rick. Yay. And hey, you guys better, I'm telling you, everyone keeps asking me what I'm giving away. I'm like, trust me, you want to get in on this drawing. This is not, it's a big deal. You're going to really like this if you win. There's She-Devil. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're having a great night as well. And there's Mike. Hey, Mike. How's it going? My Canadian friends. Love these guys. And there's Matt. Hey, Matt, how are you? And Richard's here. Hey, good to see you, Richard. And around we go. I know. That thing is so much fun. And there's Blaine with Rarely Creative. How are you guys? So listen, here's the scoop, guys. We have Hot Topic Night. And we do hot topics every once in a while. And hot topics can get a little heated. So I like to sort of lay the ground rules down ahead of time. Bottom line is this. We'll bring up some topics. We'll talk about them a little bit. We'll talk about them in the chat. I might bring some of your topics and put them down below so everyone can see them. But we like to be respectful of everyone's opinions. No, I'm not an expert. I have my own opinions as well on certain things, and I will share them with you, which is completely fine. But we don't like to be attacking. So if you have a point and you want to make it, which is great, no problem with that, please write it in the chat and we'll talk about it. There's some big things that are happening lately. And one of the big ideas these days, and I'll bring it up real quick. Angie says, share some of those subs, girl. I know. I will tell you right now, shorts. If you had to put money on some today, it's shorts. It's a numbers game. So you got to get in front of a bunch of people to get a few subs. So do your shorts and they will come. What do they say? It'll happen. There you go. Yes, gotta love that. Okay. Oh no, I'm so sorry about Midnight having cancer. That is so sad. I will absolutely say some prayers for her. That's really tough. Yeah, absolutely. Rachel's like, you can go to the beach. I would love to, but I probably got to work. Knowing me, I probably got to work, but we'll see. You'll see where I am. You never know. I could be, there's my buddy, Tim. Hello, everybody. So happy you got your hat and your fun swag. I saw your video. That was really cool. So thank you for doing that. That was really nice. I love that. Okay. So today's hot topic, we're going to start with one that's sort of simple, sort of easy, but we're going to tiptoe our way into these things, right? Okay. One of our big hot topic, let me get the right thing up here so we can talk about, we all want to do them, is, dun, 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 here we go. Overnight parking for RVs. Now, for some of you guys who aren't RVers, this may have nothing to do. You're like, what's the big deal? I don't understand. What's so, I didn't know you could park there overnight, that kind of thing. So I was offered to write an article. So if some of you guys may or may not know that I do a lot of writing. I'm actually doing some videos for other people, not just me. I do it for a lot of other people. And I was offered to write an article about overnight parking at Costco. Now, some of you may know you can park at like Cracker Barrel and Walmart and things like that. But what's interesting about this is I called a Costco. I'm like, hey, I'm writing an article. I'd like to get a quote. What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. And they said, well, we don't allow overnight parking. I'm like, oh, okay. Hung up, called another Costco. Got the same answer. And I was like, oh, is it due to the manager's discretion? Or is this something, a company policy? Like, what exactly is this? And they couldn't really tell me. So I called another Costco, like 4 or 5 states away. And they said, yeah, it's always been that way. So I started to think, why would this company ask me to write an article about overnight parking at a Costco, knowing that you can't do it? Because this is a pretty big company, quite honestly, that asked me to do this. And they've, I've done some other stuff with them and whatnot. So I ended up calling Costco Corporation, actually, the whole big enchilada, and asked them the question, why can't we park overnight in Costco? And she said, and the communications manager, who shan't be named, very sweet though, she did respond to me. And she said, well, we can't give you the whole story, but we no longer allow this. And my understanding is, depending on where you go, there's a lot of new rules in cities, in counties, and states as far as overnight parking, even on private property. So this is a really interesting topic. I'm gonna talk about this. I got experienced Africans. Hey, hello everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh, very happy to have you here. Gotta say hello to some other people. Oh, here we go, Solex. And yesteryears, the Fifth Amendment. Okay, we're gonna get there. I swear. Give me a chance on the Fifth Amendment. We will get there. We're just sort of tiptoeing in. We're talking about overnight parking first before we get to the hot topic, because there's some big stuff about this right now. And a lot of people are going, why are people doing this? Okay, so hold on, Solex. I promise we will get to you. I promise. What does that mean? Solex gets to park his ship overnight? Yes. It's a problem. It's a problem for people. And Richard's like, liability. So let me know what you think. A lot of small towns are no longer allowing people to park overnight. And in the state of Tennessee, which is even more interesting, they've made it a federal offense to park overnight on public lands that you are not, like parks, state-owned property, things that are not a campground. So let's say you went to, I'll just pick like a monument, a state monument or a state park that's not a campground. You can get a ticket, and it's no longer just a misdemeanor or a, whatever. It's a really big deal. And I think the way I'm looking at this was, I thought they were trying to make it harder for the homeless and try to really stick some big laws on the books to sort of scoot away the homeless. But a lot of the homeless people, organizations were like, this is really bad because, we're dealing with a lot of issues, and this is the last thing we need. And he's like, sorry, CG, I do everything. I know you think fast. That's why I love you so much, man. I get it. Just hold on. Give me some thoughts on the overnight parking first, which is fun. So, hey, Debbie, how are you? Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Whoops, I got this. Why can't people give thumbs up? And it's free. Thank you so much. So if you guys haven't given a thumb up, just give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. It's always nice. But yeah, this is the thing. I mean, how would you feel if someone parked in front of your house overnight and you did not know them? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If all of a sudden you had a house and someone all of a sudden in a camper pulled out in front of your house in a neighborhood, regular city street, and they just spent the night. Are you okay with that? Or does it make you feel uneasy? Are you uncomfortable with that? That's what's happening right now. A lot of places, you are allowed to park your camper on a city street, sometimes for 2 nights at a time, but neighbors are not very happy about that, especially in some cities where it's exorbitantly expensive, to live. That's a real big topic. Okay, it says, can't do that in Dubai. No free parking except on holidays. Oh, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure on that one. Oh, yeah. Hey, there's Danny D in the Scratcher Fan. How are you? And that cute little pup. Love that pup. So cute. Yeah, creepy and awkward. That's exactly how a lot of people feel. I don't know the person, and yet they are parked in front of my house and they're spending the night. But it's legal in many places, and that's why they're trying to get these books on right now to make it illegal for people to park overnight. This is going to be a big deal for people who are van lifers and people who have RVs who actually, live in these things and you're traveling. Many of us use Harvest Hosts or Boondockers Welcomes and things like that. But some are like, no, I don't have the money. I don't spend the money. It's gonna be a deal breaker. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Well, Bang says one night's okay. More than that, and you don't ask me. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I admit I would probably walk out and say hello. And not to be weird about it, but I've had friends stay with me that have their own RV, like I call it a tiny shiny or an Airstream, and they parked out in front of my house for a night, and I know them. That's fine. But if it was someone I didn't know, I'd have to, yeah. Mm-hmm. Plus, what if it's something that, may not be as, I'd say, as aesthetically pleasing? Maybe it's something that might not be super new and has seen better days. That might make everybody have a interesting feeling as well. So, oh my gosh, hey, wait, there's Makeup Mama. Hey, good to see you, Makeup Mama and Son. Really awesome. There's Naj. Good to see you, Naj. And did I just see, hello, beautiful people. Hey, V, how are you? Thanks for being here. So nice. Hey, and there's my buddies, RV Underway. Yay, Ricky and Barbara Carter. Love them so much. Wow. And there's Lance. Hey, hi. He's saying hi to everybody. So tonight's topic, our first topic of the night is no overnight parking for RVs. Let me know how you feel about an RV parking in front of your house that you did not know who they were. How do you feel about, allowing something like that to happen? Or would you be the person who is agreeing with a lot of the city councils and state legislators saying that we should not allow, RV parking in public streets, in public parks, and things like that? So it's going to make a difference. I'm telling you, it's going to be a huge thing when this whole thing rolls out. We always talk about some of these hot topics, but this is one that's affecting me right now. And I'm like, ooh, got to bring this one up. Whew. All right. I got to catch. See, I keep taking a drink. I'm used to having my friends up. Where's my friends when I need them? But they've got a life, and I understand that. So it's hard to do it solo. I'm rocking this solo tonight. A lot of fun. Rosie Bell is over on the couch behind me. Or in front of me. She's chomping on her bone. Okay, here comes Solex. Here we go. My city alderman passed a rule: no parking RVs whatsoever on the streets. Was at the public discussion. They passed the law because someone said, I'm very afraid someone could jump out at me. Interesting thought. Yeah. RV Underway, wouldn't dig it if I didn't know him. Yeah. That's sort of how a lot of people are going this way. Out in the middle of the country, like where I live, if an RV pulled out and just camped overnight, I'd be out there with my shotgun. Yeah, I could see that. But I've also known people just to pull over in the middle of nowhere and do it. So yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's telling you, it's happened. But in my neighborhood, the old folks neighbors will call the cop. Yeah, I mean, that's something. It is what it is. It is what it is. We all want to be safe. We totally get this. Do I see Marcos? Oh, hola, Charlie Grace. How are you? Good to see you, Marcos. Hope you're having a great night. Thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. All right, let's talk. Now we've sort of tiptoed our way into this. All right, I'm going to go in. I'm going to let people know once again. Wait, the Fat Matt Adventure Shotgun. Oh, this is scary. I know. Have you seen the boy throw a rock? I'm totally afraid of him with a gun. Folks will be jumping out of RVs all the time going, true dat. The world is changing and there's a lot more crazy out there. I don't know if there's a lot more crazy out there. Honestly, I think there's always been crazy out there. It's just an interesting time that we live in that we get to recognize it a little bit better. Hey, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to put my website out one more time because we are doing a big giveaway. A lot of you guys have already jumped on that bandwagon. I appreciate it. But do me a favor. If you haven't done this yet, come on over to my website, sign up, get your free sticker. I stick them right in the mail. And yes, I do deliver to Canada. And we'll get you into the drawing that we're going to be doing Monday live on my live stream, which is so much fun. And there's some really big prizes. I'm just saying, you don't want to miss this. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you get in there, sign up, put your name in, and we'll get some stuff going. Okay, let's keep going. What's the next topic? I don't know. I think our lovely Solex was the one who was jumping on taking the fifth. I'm pleading the fifth. For those of you in the U.S., this has been a big issue about people taking the fifth. Now, there's a reason why we have the fifth. It's called the Fifth Amendment. And what does that mean? Let me be more specific about this for people who don't understand, and that's okay. The Fifth Amendment protects individuals from being forced to incriminate themselves. I understand that. However, there's a little bit to it. Incriminating, yourself is defined as exposing oneself legally speaking, to an accusation or charge of a crime. So when people plead the fifth, a lot of people think, oh, well, they're guilty, right? They're guilty because they're pleading the fifth. Yeah. Oh, do you deliver to Dubai? Man, I'll tell you what, I wish I could hand deliver it to Dubai. If I could come to Dubai, we'll talk. Dubai is pretty darn awesome. Yeah, I would love to. That'd be so cool. I am keeping the the giveaway to the United States and Canada. I'm sorry to say that. I wish I could do international. It'd be so much fun. But yeah, just United States and Canada. But you never know. I could come to Dubai. Weirder things have happened. Y'all better go to CG's website and enter. I haven't yet. And you know how Mobang is. Yeah, he's pretty lucky, guys. So watch out. Got to do this. Okay, the Bill of Rights is married to the Fifth Amendment involving self-incrimination. So there's been a lot of talk going around, and I really don't even need to get into the politics behind it because there's a lot of politics behind this. And our past president took the fifth on quite a few items. Now, I don't need to tell you how I feel, good, bad, or indifferent about this. However, I think it's important. Oh wait, here comes B. She's like, Dubai, can I join? Yeah, if we take a road trip, of course, it'd have to be a road and a boat and a plane. But yeah, we could figure that out. But B, that'd be fun. That'd be a good time. I love it. There's lots of cool things in Dubai. So let me know how you feel about people who are taking the fifth. Do you think this is something that we should still have? Do you think people should be able to answer questions as they're posed to them? What happens is you plead the fifth until you're in front of a grand jury. And then you've got another situation and everything else goes in different directions as far as I'm concerned. That's my understanding. The only person has to answer to a grand jury is when you get to this point. So there's I like to think that if you're honest, you just answer the question. Right? Isn't that the whole idea? When someone asks you a question, if you did it, you say you did it, right? That's sort of how we were raised. Isn't that golden rule of always telling the truth and just taking your lumps and saying, you're right, I screwed up, I'm sorry, and move on. We need to get back to the land of being accountable. And I think that's important. Hey, there's my buddy, River Styx. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great night. Oh my gosh, thanks for joining. I think this is really where we are right now is people sort of finagling and trying to get out of certain accountability issues. And I mean, I'm not a perfect person. I've made mistakes, totally 100%. But I've learned from them. I always say you learn more from your failures than you do your successes. So do you think taking the Fifth Amendment is still necessary in the United States? And I know I just dropped a bomb and Solex I got to scroll back up to Solex because there is a reason it is in the Constitution. You don't want to incriminate yourself. I get it. But shouldn't you say you shouldn't have done it? I mean, I get it. It's just it's sort of a weird moment to sort of go in there and then feel that and go, oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to go back up to Solix's comment because I know he was so into this for a second. Way at the top. Here we go. In yesteryears, maybe I need my yesteryears. The Fifth Amendment, enacted in 1791, Bill of Rights, could be interpreted as an admission. But today, the Miranda Act mandates everything we say will be used against us in a court of law. And the Miranda Act prevents self-incrimination under the Fifth Amendment. So there you go, Solex. I know we were getting there, but I sometimes dislike people taking the fifth for we all want to know the secrets. However, if it ever is their turn in court, I'm not disappointed. I have the amendment around. Yeah. Some people want to keep it. Some people don't. Yeah. Crafty Trevor's like, yes. Here we go. I am not perfect. I am totally imperfect. Nice. That's a good way of putting it. I mean, we've all got stuff. But sometimes it's none of their business or doesn't have anything to do with the matter at hand. You're right. You're absolutely right. There are some people that just make accusations and, how do you deal with that? Exactly. Oh, there's the broken nomad. Hey, howdy. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great night. Lawyers are good at trying to do that. Mm-hmm. I have lots and lots of kids. I tried to convince one of them to be a lawyer because I feel like I've spent a lot of money on lawyers over the years. Absolutely. There's Georgianne. Hey, Georgianne. Thanks for joining tonight. These are great topics, guys. Yep. We got to find out what you guys think about this. I think I read recently that the Miranda Act was ruled on by SCOTUS, but I don't recall the details. But something was struck down. Well, there's a lot of things happening with the Supreme Court of the United States, so that does not surprise me. Hello. I know. Yeah. I'm not. It's really hard when Supreme Court. I'm watching what they're doing right now, and I have to be very careful because I'm not really sure how it's all going to turn out. I'm not a fan of packing the court, but I do think we need a little more fair, equal sides ish. I'm not sure we have a really great objective court at this point in time, if that makes any sense. I really enjoy the discussion and debate on this. I just think we need to think about how we're going to deal with that and what's going to go down. Here we go. Oh my gosh, Ariana was like, thumbs up, people, thumbs up. That's right. I have no idea. We got 25 in the house. I don't know how many thumbs up we have right now, but I will take an extra thumbs up. Pretend you're from Chicago. Vote once, vote twice. We got it all there. It's fun. All right. Oh, here we go. There we go. Thanks for doing the live stream. Oh, yes. Of course, Debbie. We got to get you in here. And V's like, when can we plead the 6th? I don't think we have a 6th for you, V. Maybe that's just a Canadian thing. That's correct. There's provisions for the president not to testify. I think it's interesting because I'm sure the president, I'm sure a lot of people, but the president in general has a lot more information than we do and may know things that we don't want to know or shouldn't know. That's another way of putting it. I'm sure there's a lot of secrets that walk away after becoming president that you don't want to know. I think I was watching an interview once. I think it was about Bill Clinton. And when he became in office, he really wanted to know about Roswell. And he sent someone to go figure out what was going on with Roswell because he's like, I'm president now. I should know these things. Like, what? I want to know the whole story. They don't always tell the president everything is what he was saying. There's a lot of things that sort of they keep on the down low. But, sort of interesting how that works. What's that, V? The 6th? Yeah. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I love this. I plead the 5th, Jack Daniels. Oh, yes. Well, we salute Jack Daniels in Tennessee. It's one of those wonderful, some people take journeys. We call it a pilgrimage. It's a pilgrimage to Jack Daniels. If you ever go there, you got to go on the first Friday of the month, which is called Good Friday. That's when people get paid. And they also get a nice little thing of Jack Daniels in their paycheck, which is sort of fun because it's been a dry county for years down there. If people don't know, you go down to Jack Daniels. You can't, it was a whole thing. You couldn't buy Jack Daniels in Lynchburg. Gotta love it. What are the odds of that? I love this. But Tennessee has amazing spring water. That's why we have really good whiskey and really good stuff. So I love that. I digress. Going back to the 5th. So any other comments on pleading the 5th? I'm sort of curious. Yeah. Where are all the doggone UFOs in Area 51? We should know that. But they keep taking the 5th. See? There you go. Just when you didn't think about it. Yep. The aliens at Roswell Area 51 live ice cream. Don't ask me how I know that. Oh, well, good to know. Yeah. I've never been to Roswell. It's on my list. I do have friends who've been there, who were there for that whole big thing where they were going to rush the gates and stuff. They sat there in lawn chair. Actually, what's funny is he's a judge, an attorney friend of mine. He was a judge in town. He and his wife and kid took some cigars, sat out there and just watched the people. Got interviewed, I think, by a TV show or something. It was the funniest thing ever. So I want to go. It's on my list. You don't randomly take classified documents. Those documents are guarded with 2-person integrity procedure. Okay. You opened up the can of worms, Tim. Let's talk about this. Here we go. So, what do you think, guys? Do you think do you think after being the president and leaving office that you could, mistakenly take documentation that you shouldn't have? It's a good question. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes in and out of that place, but it's, it's a possibility. I wouldn't say it's not a possibility. And Richard's quick, like, deniability. It is okay that the president and higher ups know the secrets as long as they don't sell or give them to other countries who might take advantage. You're right. I could see that. I mean, that makes sense. We got to keep our integrity and our national security and things like that. I also think, though, we really need to think globally for a lot of reasons, but we're not there yet. We're not even close to there. Okay. In Vega, I can't say that. The Supreme Court ruled 6-3 that police officers could not be sued under a particular statutory cause of action for failing to administer the Miranda warning. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, this is good to know. I mean, I haven't been arrested in a while, so we'll have to we'll check that one out. But I did graduate, just so you guys know. I was telling Solix this the other day. I graduated from my local police academy, Citizens Police Academy, which is really fun. Learned a lot about stuff. Oh my gosh, got to use the radar gun, got to go on the Segway, got to learn all about the forensics room. Really cool. If you guys ever get a chance to be a part of your local city, county police academy, like a Citizens Police Academy thing, you should totally do it. I also did it for the county. Our county one here is really cool. They have like SWAT cars and tanks and helicopters and a big old semi truck. Oh my gosh, you should. We've got pictures. I'll have to show you later. It's a lot of fun. Okay, moving on. Let's see. And River Stick says it's BS. What's BS? I want to make sure I understand. It's BS that someone took documentation, or it's BS that it even happened. I don't know. There's a lot of things. Actually, I think mint chocolate chip ice cream is BS, because I have a problem with, unless it just doesn't mix. I love mint ice cream. I like chocolate ice cream. When you mix them together, I'm sure someone's going to hate me for that when I said it, but I don't know. I think that's BS. Okay. And he's like, no. Has it been proven they were taken? Great question. Are we ever going to know? Who knows? It's something we're going to talk about. They had no inventory and could place anything in the boxes. Well, you're right. Absolutely. You're right. And in today's day and age, things do get placed in places, right? I mean, we know people who've had things planted on them before. That's nothing new. That's been going on for years. I don't think this is what we're looking at, though. We'll have to see. I don't think 15 boxes is a mistake. That is a pretty darn big thing of boxes. I mean, I've got a lot of crap. I could find 15 boxes. It could happen. Nash is like, no! Is someone blowing up a smoke screen? I don't know. I have no idea. It's a really interesting discussion, because I'm trying to look at this. All the post is done. Just a magnifying glass on this one. Yeah. You know what? There's a lot of things that when it comes down to the president of the United States that they've done over the years, I always look back and go, do you remember the last president when we didn't have cell phones? Do you remember the last president? I'm trying to think who that would be. So I think it was Clinton was the first one when things really got, was it? Or maybe Bush. I have to think about it, because everything changed. Everything changed. Information changed. Everything went nuts. I remember, I'm going back to my thing, like Reagan. No. I remember, tear down that wall, Reagan. But they all did stuff. No one's lily white in any of these things. But I think we are at the point of, we do have to be careful with national security. I think we can all agree on that one. Wasn't the first time it happened. Refer to Clinton's private email server releasing classified information she wasn't supposed to be doing. Yeah, and once again, then we're going back to electronics. I mean, this is the first time we had to deal with that. If you really want to get into that, that's an interesting debate about, if things live on servers forever and ever and ever, where do they go? That should have been, wrapped up a long time ago. As far as they should have cracked down when it comes to internet security on those kind of things a long time ago. Now, I don't think she had codes to nuclear arms or anything like that, but once again, you're right. It totally falls in within that category. I'm with you 100%. Somebody must have printed and documented what were printed and gave it to them. Trace back the paper trail. Yeah. Paper's paper. At the end of the day, we've all been around. We all know paper's paper. It gets a little interesting as to how that whole thing works. I've always been told never put anything in writing, that you're not willing to back up. And here I am in public on the Livestream talking about topics that could always come back. Dolly Parton is one of my idols for so many reasons. And I'll tell you what, one of the reasons I adore her is because she's an entertainer. That's her job. Her job is to entertain, not to become politically active, not to take sides or anything like that. Her job is entertainment, and that's what she sticks to. So I get a little more passionate about certain topics. And I have to reel myself back in, because it can really, there's certain things that I'm very passionate about that I want to talk about, and I'm okay with people knowing where I stand. That's okay. And I don't have to be everyone's friend. I'm a redhead. If you haven't noticed, not everyone likes redheads. It's one of those things. On top of it, we're known to have fiery tempers, all sorts of all those other things. I have been called some really interesting things in this past week on some of my shorts. So I've been called everything from, Daphne from Scooby-Doo. Why is Daphne's grandma doing this? I'll have to share some of these things. It's pretty funny. You got to have thick skin. You just have to. Okay. 15 boxes is a treasure. I'm sure there was a lot of stuff there. What says what in those 15 boxes? Cops say they pulled 28 pot plants at my cousin's. Ooh, interesting. He had 3. His roses, ferns, and everything else was pulled. Oh, gosh. Can't tell a pot plant from something else. We got a problem. We got a lot of hemp growing down here. People think it's pot, and it's hemp. It's interesting. Okay, look at the recent case in California where the FBI seized private boxes. It was just released that they, the FBI, lied on the affidavit for the warrant to impose civil asset forfeiture. That's a distinct possibility. I don't know the whole story behind that. Maybe there was another reason for it too. Not saying it was right, but just saying there could have been. Sometimes you got to do one to get to the next. There's definitely a domino effect on that. Oh my gosh, it's Grandma Kelly's Clean Life and Clean Living. Good to see you, Grandma Kelly. Hope you're having a great thing. Oh, Nixon, enough said. Yeah. I mean, I lived in Illinois, and Illinois politicians, we have a reputation for those guys. I mean, they all go to jail. The governors all the time. And it's just sort of how they do business. And you think after a while they'd figure it out. I don't know why they keep doing it. I don't understand this. You think there'd be someone out there that would figure this out. It's called going against the grain. Don't ruffle the good old boys club. Well, oh man, good old boys. Whew. Living in the South, let me tell you what, there's definitely good old boys where I come from. And some good old gals too. When it boils down to it. I was in the right on a situation, and there were some women who did not like it. And they pretty much told me, like, they did that whole, it's interesting. So are fingerprints. Yeah, we got to look at the good stuff. Okay, the Fifth Amendment never included electronic transfers. That's I'm telling you, a lot of this electronic stuff, we gotta figure out how we're gonna deal with that, because that's really where everything's going these days. We're gonna have to discuss what we're gonna do with this. Don't put anything in writing you don't want to come back to haunt you down the road. Amen. I think I have letters. I have letters that my parents wrote to one another, and even my grandparents wrote to one another, because they didn't have email, they didn't have other things. It's really, really interesting, but it's when they passed away, it's like reading. You're sort of like in a detective novel, finding out what was going on. But sometimes you can put some pretty nasty things down, and you got to be careful about that. Here we go. Redheads are awesome. Yes. All right. You are on team. Woohoo. I'll take one for the team. We need that, man. There are days. I'm telling you, there are so many days. All right. But politicians are comedians at times. They can be. Oh, yes. It's a lot of theater in the legal system. All right. Makeup Mom and Son is still listening. Hey, by the way, if you are right now in my live stream and you are getting to meet some really cool people in the chat, can you do me a favor? Check out one of their channels, see what they're like. You might find out something really cool. We've got a lot of interesting people coming in my channel these days, and we're just expanding our adventure crew. We're expanding a lot of cool friends that we haven't seen before, and we really like that. So just my friend here in Dubai. Thank you so much for being here. Still here. See, I love this guy. Love this. This topic is on fire. Well, we love that. It's fun. It's fun to talk about hot topics. Okay. It was exactly that. The article was released today that the FBI planned it specifically to impose CAF under the cover of this case. They're in the hot seat now for sure. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'm absolutely sure. Yeah. That's going to be, it'll be interesting. There should be a term limit on all political seats. Oh. Okay. Let's talk about this. This is a good one. I've heard a couple different ideas on this one. And what do you think about a lottery system? What do you think about a lottery system for people who are just randomly picked, like the wheel of names for a political position? Because sometimes people are like, you know what, you're not qualified, you don't know what you're doing, or more importantly, I don't want someone in the system, I want something new, I want fresh blood, someone who can shake it up and do some things. What if it truly is random, like we do for jury selection? What if we randomly pick people to represent us and we get what we get? Some people think that's actually more of a fair process and might work out to our advantage. So term limits are, yes, I agree on term limits, but maybe the process itself of, because there are people in there that are career politicians, our president included. I mean, he's been in there forever and ever and ever. So he knows how to work how the system works, which at that position, that level, you really should know how it works. Let's be honest. You really don't want someone brand spanking new who doesn't understand. I mean, it's a big situation. We have not had our government not pay anyone Social Security since he's been in office, not be able to write a check for those in need or things like that. That's something I'm really proud of. I want to say right now, good or bad, whether you agree or not, I'm just really happy when we're not impacting people who work for our government or families that are in need should not have to suffer. So that's something I'm happy we did. That's been going on. Okay. Term limits. There we go. Amen, Angie. That's right. Term limits. Oh, and my van finally. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. Picked up a few days. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Telling you, you get that, the van going. Here we go. Oh, CAF, civil asset forfeiture. Thank you. I appreciate that. I got to be careful. I got to keep drinking my water. Woo. Okay, Solex, don't look at my no content channel or I'll talk to the gray aliens for potential probing. Oh, would you stop? You're so funny. I love this. That's fun. Yeah, congrats on your van. That's so cool. Okay, 8-year limit president, not 50 for Senate or Congress. Oh, you know what? It's something. It's something to think about. Term limits. Yeah, I think we all can get behind term limits. I don't think there's anyone who's going to disagree on that. I think that we get to a point where, even I know, let's pretend you're working in your community center or something and you get involved in a group. The first year you're learning, you're getting wet in your feet. Second year, you know a little more. Third year, you know a lot more. The longer you're in it, the more you know. But sometimes the longer you're in it, you're also not as effective. You sort of get jaded. So I think term limits, it's a great idea. There's Boardman. Hello. Shared out. Oh, thank you so much. Shared out on Facebook and YouTube community tab. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a big deal. Okay, guys, who's ready for a giveaway? I mean, these are hot topics, but we can still do a giveaway. I love being able to do that. That's fun. Let me take this away. Let's do a giveaway. Gosh darn it. Let's see. What kind of word do we need? Oh my gosh. That's something like big. Oh my gosh. Let's do something. Let's do the word big. I like this. Let's use the word big. I will share my screen. If you want to win some Charlie Gray swag, type in the word big. Here we go. And we'll let it go like this. Type the word big in. We've got 18 people right now. We can have a bunch of people who want to win something. I will send it out in the mail. It's so much fun. There's Mel Nettie. Hey, y'all. How are you doing? Hope you guys are having fun. Been following you on Facebook and everything. Seeing where you guys are going. Very jealous. Very fun. It's always nice. I do want to give a big shout out tonight and let you guys know that Thin Blue Lane will not be going live. It's my understanding. Bill and Nancy. Bill, unfortunately, had some health issues. So he's unable to be there tonight. So I don't know how long we're going to go tonight, but just want to let you know that I will not be throwing to Bill. But since Boardman is here, if you know of another live Boardman that we can throw to after this, I'm more than happy to do that. Oh, wait, see, but there's Nancy. See, now you're here, Nance. I hope everything's going well. We've been thinking about you and Bill, and I appreciate you being here. That's always fun. We know what it's like to be there. So yes, big. And there's Lucky Dog. Hey there, Sue. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. Love this. Of course. Okay, bigger does not work, Solex. Just the word big. Jeez, you're killing me. You're killing me, kid. So much fun. So if you guys saw on Mobang, we actually got, remember this? New Charlie Grace Adventure keychains. Very cool. Of course, we got our new stickers. And actually, believe it or not, we have Live the Adventure new beanies. Which are, I got to do it right. There we go. Live the Adventure beanies. Ta-da! I never can get this right. And then Live the Adventure shirts, which are fun. So yeah, we've got some really cool things coming out, which I love. And then we of course now have our store on our YouTube channel. So Live the Adventure, Everyday's Adventure, and of course some Charlie Gray swag, which is always fun. So thanks so much for you guys doing it. Okay, I'm gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna call it, and I'm gonna do a drawing. Here we go. No whammies. Who's it going to be? It's going to be someone fun. I know. Always fun. It's always fun. Who's it going to be? Let's see. It's Angie or Rick. Yes. Awesome. Okay, guys, here's the deal. You guys have to send me an email, charliegraceadventures@gmail.com within 10 days, and we will send you your prize on the way. Very cool. I know what you're going to get. I just can't tell you. Ha, ha, ha. It'll be fun. All right. Congratulations. Let me take that down. I have a dog that just wanted to come up and say hi. Say hello. Rosie, say hello to the nice people. I know you've been waiting. She's been waiting very patiently, sitting on the bench now with me. She'll be hanging out. Hi, can I get you something? She always wants something. Yes, I know. I know. Are you ready to go outside? I can't say WALK out loud because I know where this is going to go. Oh my gosh. Okay. She's like, load me up, girlfriend. We will get you some stuff. Absolutely. Yep, congratulations. That's so much fun. I love this. Yay. Yes, I know, Rosie. I know, Rosie. Come back here for a second, killer. She's waiting for a treat. Because I have a drawer now that I keep some treats in. As soon as I open it, she's like, oh, ears go up, all excited, always fun. I know this. Yeah, it was like, hi, Rosie. I know. She's cute. What am I going to say? It happens. I know. Thought about getting another dog. Not going to do it. Not for a while. Actually, Angie, speaking of dogs, Angie and Rick, what was it? Seriously, what was that email again? It's charliegraceadventures@gmail.com. Pretty simple, I promise. Angie has one of my favorite breeds of dogs. She has a little Cavalier, and they're fantastic. Fantastic dogs. So I'm really, really happy she's got one. Cavapoos are what I keep seeing locally. They're just adorable little pups. Okay, let's go to our next hot topic. Gosh, this goes so fast, guys. You guys just... All right. I hate to talk about this one, but this is one that's been coming up a lot too. Ready? Defund what? No, it's not like defund outside, defund this, defund. There's been topics about people who have been discussing defunding organizations, defunding things, firefighters, police, FBI, whatever it might be, and giving it to privatized things. Now, we've tried privatized jail in the United States. We have one of the largest jail systems in the world, by the way. If you haven't really understood that whole thing, take a look at that. We have a lot of people. We always talk about Australia being, the place where we would send, woohoo, the big jail continent. Well, welcome to the United States. It's impressive when you start looking into this. So, oh no, are you going to get a mini dachshund? Oh no. Oh, dude. Okay. I got to tell you, do it before you get on the road. If you're going to go there, and if you need help, please, I'll connect with me and I might be able to help you out in something. But yeah, it's a little easier once you get them broken in and have the ban at the same time. Trust me on that one. Okay, Defund Congress. Ooh, how interesting of you to bring that up. Why would you say such a thing? Or how do you think that would work if we defunded Congress? Should they just, do their jobs? Is it volunteer work? Even from our local politicians, our local councilman or local alderman here in my town, they receive a little stipend. They receive, let's say, I don't know, like a couple thousand a month. It's nothing you can really live on. You still have to have a job, but that's an interesting thing to think about. I mean, there are lots of things that they are privy to. Here we go. We got another one. Yep, defund Congress. I love this. This is still a bonehead idea I think about with the FBI. 265 countries will be a safe haven for criminals, for the FBI has offices in all those countries. Yeah, that's an interesting point. It's a very good point. Yeah. Here we go. Defund the old Congress. Oh, not just any Congress, but the old Congress. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta love that. We're clapping. Good one, James. Good one. Brokonoma, how long does it take to get your... Oh, I take to get your... Yeah, it took him a while. So he'll type that, Michelle. He'll give you the whole story. I've heard it's easier to get them while on the road once they get settled in as opposed to before. Thoughts? I sort of disagree with you on this one. I'll tell you why. Because you're going to have some adjustment period. And with your van, you can go from apartment or house to your van and go back and forth and get them used to the van and get them used to also being in different places at the same time instead of just instant shock. Plus, you've got potty train to think about too. So dachshunds are not always the best potty trained kind of dogs in general. For little small dogs in general, I shouldn't just pick on dachshunds. But yeah, I mean, some people have a great experience. I have not, and I've had a lot of people call me wondering why they bought this cute little puppy and they're out in their RV and why their puppy is having trouble with going outside the bathroom. Lots of smells, lots of sounds, lots of going on when you start traveling. It's a lot to take in. Okay. Yep. Do their job. That's right. Got to do their job. I waited 84 days once it was built, ordered it in March. Yeah, a lot of people who are trying to order things right now. It is tough. Kevin from No Mock Experience connected me with a lady who really wanted to buy my van. She was so excited. And at the time I was really considering doing it because I was looking at another van, and we talked about it for a little while. But to get the van that I wanted, it would have taken forever and a day, and there was no guarantees. And I already had trips planned. So it's a toughie. I mean, sort of, it's nice to know what the devil you're dealing with. So I like my van now. I know what I'm dealing with. You know, there's certain things I can and can't do with it. So that's okay. You know, you learn to work with it. I definitely want to pick your brain with this. Oh yeah, sure. Absolutely. And email me, charliegraceadventures@gmail.com. We'll set up a time. We'll talk. Yeah. Animals are highly adaptive. Sometimes they are, and sometimes they're not. There are some very stubborn animals. I will not say their name, Solex, even though they might be from Canada. You never know about that. That's just the way it is. I know. Gotta love it. Oh, there's Thrifty Angela. Hey, no, you're not late. You were never late. Of course, you were just like, oh my gosh. We're happy just to have you. Hope the kids are doing great and going back to school. We're having a sort of a big topic night. We do some hot topics every once in a while just to give a little discussion, talk about some things. Love that. And Melanie's like, hit that thumbs up. Yes. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. She says, hope everyone's having a great night. I do too. Hope everyone's having a good night. Here we go. Troy's like, oh, there's Troy. Hey, I haven't seen you. I'm a retired paramedic, and there's a serious need for 911 psych and social workers. Oh, wow. You hit a nerve on that one, and that is absolutely true. I have been trying to get an appointment, a mental health appointment for someone to help them for months. Different providers. If there's a person out there who has a fantastic scheduling program that could give it free to some of these social workers and psychologists, there's a need. There is a serious need to help people, and they can't get appointments. I'm trying. I mean, I'm tech savvy and phone calling and emailing. It's just insane. It's absolutely insane. Okay, I ordered a new car in June and just got to wait. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard there's a lot of people with computer chips and other things that it's not going as fast as it used to go. There we are. There's the Blue Lane. I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sure you're bored to tears in the big house with the gowns that tie in the back. Or you could do front, but let's go with back right now. I'm not thinking about it. Oh, I just thought about it. Big. Well, now you're here, Ron. Jeez, we were doing big a little while ago. Now you go there. Yeah, we're just been thinking about you. That's always good. Okay, so I don't. But you know, police are not always trained in a lot of social work. There's definitely a need. There's definitely a need for police officers, and there are some police officers that are really great, and some that could use a little help. I mean, just in every kind of business, it's nothing perfect. But I think I've never heard Defund Congress. That's the first time I've really thought about that one. Yeah, that's an interesting way of looking at it. I love this. Bill is resting, and I'm taking over command. Good for you. I love it. All right. Luckily, mine wasn't missing anything like chips, although it didn't come with any dip. Okay. Okay, now I get it. Really? French onion dip? I could see that. Yeah, I have some French onion dip in my fridge that supposedly is good till October, but I question those things. I just think, really, how long has that been there? Oh my gosh. Yep. We're send you good stuff there. Send you good healing vibes. Gotta love this. Bill said, thank you for all your well wishes. Good. Well, you know, like I said, it's family. It's our nomad family. You know, it's our YouTube nomad family. For Pete's sakes, we're all there. If you need anything, let us know. You know, we could all just hop in our vans and RVs and come on down there and camp out in the hospital parking lot. That's how we do it, right? Social workers are all overworked, and the people that need help more than that. Let me rephrase this. Social workers are overworked, and the people that need help they need more available resources. Yes, they do. That is correct. It's a problem. It's seriously a problem. In my town, during a domestic dispute, the police bring with a domestic counselor. Oh, that's awesome. That's really great. If they have one available, that's fantastic. Yeah. It takes a lot of guts to call in a domestic dispute and try to work with that whole situation. That is just, I can only imagine how difficult it is, not just for the people involved, but the officers and everyone else. That's a big deal. Absolutely. If Congress would take a pay cut, we would not have to worry about defunding the important and much needed programs. Ooh, okay. I love that idea. I really don't know how much they make. I'm sure there's someone in the chat that would know how much they make. Oh, hey, pup. But I don't really know. And I know it's very expensive to live in Washington. I mean, they do have to go between Washington and their, representative state, things like, where they go. I get that part. It is not a cheap thing. And they've got to go back and forth. And because you're representing people, you should go back and talk to them. That's the whole idea behind it. My current representative is interesting. I don't always think she truly represents her constituents, which is frustrating because I'm one of her constituents. And I have to be very careful when I talk about things because we don't always see eye to eye on stuff. We don't. And I'm a huge child advocate. I'm a big family advocate. I'm a big entrepreneurial small business advocate. I love small business and local business. I think that, if a lot of money stays in our small businesses locally, if you want your favorite cute little store downtown to stay downtown and you don't buy from them, they're going to close up because they can't afford to stay. So maybe that shirt is $10 more, or maybe that, item that you're going to buy is $5 cheaper on Amazon. But if you want that business to stay, you have to support them. You have to buy from them or they will leave. That's all there is to it. They can't afford it. Yep. Okay. Angie and Rick Family Ventures. There you go. He's doing well. That's all we need to know. Make sure that gown is tied up on all sides. Okay, here we go. Between 120K to 200,000 a year, it's publicly. Yeah, I knew the information was there. I just wasn't exactly sure, and I didn't want to give a number. So thank you for looking for that. It's not the Congress's salary that's big. It's their staff's allowance pots are huge. Okay. Well, I'm sure they do have to have staffers. I mean, I can only imagine. I mean, honestly, I would not want the job. I'm not lying. I would not want the job. There's the reading material alone would do me in because there's so much paperwork. There's so many things you have to know. And it'd take me a good year or two just to get up to speed on some things. I really think that way. Okay. They need to give each citizen $1 million instead of giving each country over 500 million each year. And we would not have homeless vets. Oh, geez. Yeah. Well, I'm just happy they passed the PACT Act. I'm happy they passed because we need to, at the very, very, very least, support our veterans' health care. I think that's the very least we can do. But yeah, homeless veterans is a big topic. Oh, there's New Horizons. Hey, hello from Florida. And by the way, congratulations and happy anniversary. Hope you guys are having a great week. This is so cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, Mobang says staffers. It sounds like staph infection. Very similar. Just don't know what to do. Exactly. Term limits. Yeah, we're going back to term limits. Okay, here we go. Solex, back to school. That's a tough one. Would almost say homeschooling, but that too is a hard thing to do. Okay, I think Solex is doing it. We're there. We're at that time. We are going to move on to our next hot topic, which is back to school. Okay, it is that time of year. Now, some places right now, we're already back to school. Some places actually wait until after Labor Day. I know my friend said in Iowa, they can't go back to school until after their state fair. It's like in the Constitution that you have to wait until after that. So, yeah, what do you guys, what's going on with back to school? I know I just talked to Thrifty Angela was here. Her kiddos are going back to school. I am having a problem because our back to school is involving some really new school board members. We just had an election. So it's going to impact. People don't think about, when you don't have kids in school, you're like, oh, what's the big deal? I don't care. I don't want to pay property taxes. I don't want to go there. But it really does impact your property values. If your schools are doing well, your property values go up because people want to live in nice places. Is that Van City Adventure? Hey, Daryl, how are you? Hope you're having a great night. Okay, have to run. Okay, you guys are going to do a show. Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought last I heard you guys were not. So that's good. Thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate that very much so. Okay, we'll put a link in. We'll get you going over there. Okay. All right. I'm always in school, always learning every day. I love to learn. I love to learn new things. I've got like 5 things on my list I need to learn. And one of them is how to fly a drone. Don't tell anybody. I'm still working on the drone thing. Not really great at it, but I'll get there. I'll get there. I'm going to say later. Yep. Very cool. Yep. Happy anniversary. How many years? Oh gosh, I knew this. Was it 39? I should know this. I saw it. I don't remember. I'm sending Tucker back to school. He flunked. Tucker's their puppy, just so you know, for people who don't know. Susan and Jem, I love this. Traffic from crazy parents running late in the morning. See, that's how things change. You're right. Now, the back to school, you'll see the school signs, and you got school speed limits. Now you got to think about when you're going to go, when you're not going to go. It's true. Got to start looking at this. Charlie, will you be my teacher? That was a good song. That was really, really cool. I have taught in the past. Not that good. I'm okay. And it's one of those things. I'm really tough. I'm actually a tough teacher. I have high expectations, man. Big expectations. We'll talk about that. I love this. Thrifty Angela. Okay, I'm done back to school shopping, and my son is signed up for dual enrollment. So he's actually starting college classes this fall while he's a junior in high school. Very cool. Dual enrollment is a really cool deal. I wonder, does your state help you pay for dual enrollment? Is there like a grant or a scholarship that'll help? Because I know here it costs money to do it because you're getting a college class, but it's definitely the way to go. I mean, if they can do it. You have to crash it. To do it, you got to crash it. I know. I'm telling you, it's on my list. I'm not there yet. I haven't really gone there yet. It's going to happen. I know. Do we have to go back to school? Just saying, there seems to be teaching things they don't teach us. The math alone, I'm sorry. I'm still carrying the one. I'm still, fourth grade math. They always say smarter than a fifth grader. I think I learned everything in fourth grade. And I learned more about Mayas, Incas, and Aztecs like 3 years in a row for social studies. I don't know why. And yeah, I finally went to go see a pyramid once. But other than that, that's all I got. Yeah. It's like creepy. Okay, 5 minutes. There we go. There is the link. Thank you so much, Mel Nettie, for putting that out there. So we're going to go do a Thin Blue Lane raid at the top of the hour. Appreciate that. Blind Views raid. Hey, Fairy. Hey, Brene. Good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Hey, guys, I'm going to do this one more time. I know we've got people in the chat. But if you want to be a part of the big giveaway coming Monday, you need to go over to my website and you need to sign up. Excuse me. Sign up to get a free sticker. That's all you got to do. Yeah, 37 years. See, I knew it was 37. Really cool. Sign up and get your sticker. And then, you can be a part of the giveaway on Monday. Very exciting. Oh my gosh. So we are so proud and super excited. Let me share. We had 4,000 subscribers. We are now at 4,700. Oh yeah. So big news. Very exciting. Big stuff, guys. All right. I'll stop sharing. Okay. It's time to go over and check out Thin Blue Lane. All right, people. It's official. Grab that link and let's head on over there and tell them that it is a CG raid, and we will have some fun. And I want to thank everybody for being here, and thank you for sharing your Thursday with me. And we will see you on Monday on our Fun Day Monday. So everybody have a great night. Thanks so much. Bye.